Plaintiff Brian Ben says he laid out cash for hot models, hot cars, and a hyped-out hotel room for a big music video shoot, but the defendant canceled and kept his deposit. He's suing for $1,000. Defendant Wisdom Doncor claims the plaintiff waited months to settle the shoot details, and by that point, the discount had expired.
Brian?
Yes.
You are the plaintiff. You're also a rapper?
Yes, I am.
Yes. And what is your rap name? Or
B Square.
B Square?
Yes.
Well, I've been square for years. And you are Wisdom.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'd rather have Wisdom than B Square.
Of course.
Yeah. Why would you sue Wisdom?
I'm suing Wisdom because I'm a rapper, I'm an artist, I'm an entrepreneur. I got
Yeah.
my own clothing line and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and I
I
do.
You
asked
made that jacket?
I asked that.
Yeah, yes, I make everything. Chain,
Very
everything.
nice.
That's what I do. So anyway, I was using him for a video, and he's a con artist. He's
That's
a
cap,
liar.
Your Honor.
He's a
con
thief.
artist.
Yes, he's
con
definitely-
artist
yeah,
though.
He's
don't
definitely a
want
con
it.
artist.
Yeah.
So I met him at a video
Isn't that
shoot.
defamation
Sir,
of character?
hang on, sir.
Yeah,
So I
that's
met him-
the-
I'm
yeah,
gonna get your
yeah,
turn.
yeah.
So I met him
Don't
at-
insult him.
I'm sorry.
You're
man.
suing. Don't insult him.
I'm sorry about
Gotcha.
that, sir.
I got
So
it.
I met him at a video shoot through other friends, whatever. I had paid him for 2 videos. When I did the second one, it's for a song called Expensive, I had a Lambo. I Dior'd up, pulled out a lot of money. I
But
just
you're
felt like
suing me?
I felt like he
But
was
you're
hating
suing me
on
for
me.
$1,000?
What's that?
You got a Lambo, you got Dior, you
Yes,
got
it's-
Gucci, you got all that, but you're suing me for
Yes, 'cause
$1,000.
it's the
Make up your
principle.
mind.
It's the principle.
You
It's
got
the
it or you
principle.
don't
If you
got
owe
it?
me 5 cents, I need it. I'm taking you to small claims court.
Whatever.
So anyway, Your Honor, so he had a Black Friday sale. Times must have been hard. He needed some extra cash for Christmas or whatever.
Your
No,
Honor.
no, that's insulting him. Go ahead without the
So-
insult.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, sir. So he had a Black Friday sale, so I sent him the money to lock it in. Like, all right, I'll do another video with him. He has a
Okay,
team.
then.
They're very unorganized. No one communicates with each other. The last video I did, I had to text 50 different people to
What?
finally get back to me. They're the most unorganized.
Why
group
did
of
you
people.
then, if you weren't satisfied, why did you go back
Why
to
would
him?
of course he was
Why
satisfied.
would I go back?
That's why he came
His
back.
prices are so
Sir,
cheap.
stop interrupting. Let him speak.
Yep.
His prices were so cheap that I didn't mind waiting a couple extra weeks when his production time. 'Cause
I see.
You know what I mean? So look, so we locked it in. I had the date set up. I had the best IG models you could have. I had a rental, a BMW i8. I had a hotel with a jacuzzi in the middle. I had everything set up, lined up.
That's
and
a
he
lie.
flopped
That's all
on me.
cap, Your
he
Honor.
flopped
That's
on me,
all
Your
cap,
Honor,
Your
wasted
Honor.
my time, made me
He's
lose this
lying.
money, tried to destroy my credibility.
He's lying.
Why did the deal fall apart?
Because he said that he bought new equipment and his prices went up. So he spent my money on new equipment, allegedly, and his prices went up, so he no longer wanted to honor it. Instead of saying, hey, the price went up, you could pay a little bit more, he just didn't. He started getting jealous of me. That's basically it.
Okay, the detail is you saw the ad, you liked the price in the ad,
Yeah.
so you put down a deposit.
Yes.
What was the deposit?
The deposit was $125.
So you sent him 125, and what was the cost
But
going
you're
to be?
suing me
that
for
was just the
$1,000. Come on.
that was just the deposit. What was the cost going to be to him?
The cost to him total would have been $250.
Okay, so you put down the deposit of 125.
Yes.
Then what happened next?
What, as far as cost-wise? what
No,
drove
but
the cost
after
up?
you paid the deposit, in other words, I'm trying to figure out when did this suddenly fall apart?
Oh, because now it was time to lock in the video. Because Christmas came, you know, that's the
Yeah.
holidays, you with your family. Around January time came, I had COVID, whatever, so I was
Yeah.
out of commission. So when it was time to do the video, he was texting me, and
What does
everything
that
was
have to
good.
do with me?
And then out of nowhere, he decided last minute he didn't want to do it. He just changed his mind and didn't
It's a
want to work
lie, Your
anymore.
Honor.
Didn't want to do it or change the price?
Even if he changed the price, he didn't say, hey, the price is going up. Because I'd have said, okay, I don't care what the price is. It ain't about, that's nothing. But he just didn't want to work with me.
Once he paid the deposit, why did you not want to work with him anymore?
Your Honor, he booked during the Black Friday sale without a date. If I was running an Instagram account, which I usually do, and I
sounds
handle
like
all the-
Okay,
unorganized
let him
business.
talk
And
now.
I
I let
clearly
you
it's
talk.
unorganized.
Hey, I want to hear from him. I'll let
Okay.
you talk. Go ahead.
and I handle all the bookings, you must book with a date. He knows that. He's worked with us before. We've shot multiple videos with him, like he said. So why would you book without a date? You must understand
Okay.
something's
Why would you
up.
take my
Something's
money
wrong.
without
Why
forcing
would
me
you
to give
book
you a
without
date?
a date?
Let him speak.
It just doesn't make sense. So why? And then he comes around, like he said, like two plus months later, trying to book a shoot. For like trying to set up the shoot. I'm like, initially, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was like, all right, cool, let's do it. But then I talked to my team trying to figure out when he booked and everything, because he said he paid some money. And they're like, yeah, this was 2 months ago. So I'm like, you go to Walmart, you go to Macy's,
Yeah.
any of these stores, there's no return policy after 30 days.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But when he paid the deposit, and now it's 2 or 3 months later and he comes and wants to do this, wouldn't your first reaction be, okay, let's figure out a date? Because it's business. Why would you not want to accept the business?
That was, if you look at the text messages, that's exactly what happened. Initially, we was going to set up the shoot. Like I said, I talked to my team, like as we were setting up the shoot, and they're like, yeah, he booked it like 2+ months ago. So I'm like, at that point, I went back to him. I was like, I'm sorry, but like our prices went up. Unfortunately, we're not gonna do this shoot. We can't honor this promotion. Like the times ran out. It was a Black Friday sale.
When did he know that it had to be within 30 days?
He should know that. He worked with us before.
There's no writing, there's no
he's
proof,
worked
there's
with
no
us before.
exhibits.
He's
just saying, because how could you accept?
He's worked with us before. He has
asked him a
friends
question.
who's
Let me
worked
ask
with us
you.
before. Like he said, he was recommended by one of his friends, multiple of his friends.
I've never
actually.
given dates ever. I just
And-
contact them when I'm ready. I never give dates.
Gentlemen,
That's-
listen.
no.
You're
How
not
does that
speaking
make-
out,
how
sir,
does that
stop
make
speaking out of
sense?
turn.
Well,
The
Your
judge
Honor,
is
how
going
does
to
that
speak
make
to you, then
sense?
you'll reply. Until then, you're not talking.
You have a video?
Yes, one that he had shot called Expensive.
Okay, let me take a look at the video.
We gon' send you people's blessings. Rippers hit me with hella spam. My only talk on Telegram. ICQ, Jabba, John Kazi, make the clip disappear. Abra, Kadabra, my she stay stressing. That white men, my best friend. They don't really want attention. They don't really want attention.
Like I said, probably the best video he has out right now compared to the other
That's a
one.
very good video.
We don't do deposits. We've worked together before. We don't do refunds on deposits. He knows that.
No, he promised
And-
me a
and
refund. He
Regardless,
promised me a refund.
regardless,
I'm not-
I said, hey, we worked with him before. You
He
can look at
promised
the
me a
video I
refund.
submitted.
Now he's talking.
The video I submitted with him, we do good work. We've worked before, so he knows how we work. And I said, hey, he's a returning customer. We're gonna work again probably. I'll give you your deposit. I told him that. Now, afterwards was a whole bunch of messages sent to me. He's looking for my address. He's calling me by my
understand.
sister's name. How did he even find out my sister's name?
I don't know. I don't even know it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, it comes to a point where I'm like, all right, this is harassment at this point. Like, I'm not giving you money back. I'm not even talking to you. I'm not even replying to your messages at this point. First thing I wake up in the morning, he's texting me. For what?
Okay, so he paid the deposit. There's no question about that. And then I'm just trying to figure out when it was clear you weren't going to let him follow through with it because the 30-day deadline in your mind had passed.
Yes.
When was that? Was that 2 months later?
Yeah, it was when we were texting around probably like 3 months at this time. I'm like, yeah, like, unfortunately, like, we can't honor this. And I said,
Is that the
get you.
first time? Is that the first time he was told that the rates are different because you have to do it within 30 days?
No, the rates aren't different because you have to do it within 30 days. The rates were different. The rates went up because our prices went up in general across the board.
So what is unreasonable if you put a deposit down and then you didn't move right away? If he then says, well, now, because they have a right to raise prices, why not apply that deposit to whatever the new price is?
Because I wasn't given that option. He just didn't want to work with me off the rip.
That was
never
not the
never an
case.
option.
Again,
But
if
listen
you
to this,
refer
Judge.
to
Sir,
Exhibit
listen
C,
to the question.
the
Listen to
messages
Judge.
are
Okay,
there.
shh.
But listen, Judge, he said when I contacted him, he was okay with it. So now he's giving me the green light, it's a go. So now I don't have to contact anyone. He said then he talked to his team. So such a lack of miscommunication. Now he
How is
talks
that
to his
lack
bosses,
communication? We're
and they
talking.
told
That's
him,
literally
they said to him,
communication
we
right
raised
there.
our prices.
If he was led to believe, based on something that he did, that by putting down the deposit, you were going to do this video for him, then what he spent in preparing for it out of his own pocket is basically he wouldn't have spent it if he knew that you weren't going to do that video. If he should have known that you didn't have a firm date for it,
Can I tell you
I've
something?
got to say, when you went out to purchase this other stuff or rent the hotel room, when you didn't even
Have
yet
a
know, if you didn't even yet know what date this was going to happen because you hadn't settled it with him, what are you doing paying for a hotel room? And if you did pay for it, you can cancel it. So there's no loss of money here. Your $1,000 lawsuit is based, you said, on the deposit, the rental of a car, $225 for the hotel, $350 for hired models.
Yeah.
If you're going ahead and doing this, just as a business guy, you're not new to this.
Without
you
a
don't
date.
you don't purchase those things or rent those things or spend your own money if you don't yet have a firm date when you're going to do this. So I can't make him responsible for you on your own deciding to spend your own money for a project when you don't yet have the date. I understand you've had a falling out, and I get it. I know what your policies have been, but I think based on the facts of this case, which are outside whatever policies are, what is fair is he made a deposit of $150 based on an ad that he saw, and apparently, for whatever reason, it wasn't clear to him that he had to do it right away. It is right for you to give back the $150, even if that's not your policy. The deposit, I do believe you're entitled to get back. And the reason I say he's entitled to get back the deposit is because it certainly wasn't clear that he had to do it within 30 days. Whatever the tradition had been, whatever the norms of the industry are, it wasn't clear to him. So I fine for the plaintiff in the sum of $150. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. He's very unprofessional, and this was a lot of unneeded, necessary stuff. He could have just refunded me the week of.
When it comes to offering refunds, I'm definitely not gonna offer them again.
I already have another videographer. The show goes on.
Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. For more Judge Jerry, click here. For more Jerry Springer, click here.